All right, as soon as I hit delete file, we're getting into it. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we're gonna run past this guy. We have to watch this cutscene. I've tried very hard to skip around it, but cannot. It's okay, it's Haggis. We switch to easy mode and then attack the Haggis. Run back to the Shepherd, because he'll open the gate for us. And there we go. And let's run forward. Map's gonna talk. And we're off. Grab this Haggis right here. Eat the apple. And then run, run, run. Here's the sad part. It was just map text.
Here.
And we're in town. Right after this loading zone, we're going to grab the first rest point of the game, the standing stone. Take a little breather. We're going to be warping back to this in order to skip the minigame. Yes, I found a way to skip the minigame, and it's very easy. You simply just warp out of it. You have to watch the spitter cutscene. It's fine. We're going to cut the spitter's tail off to make a little Haggis. Grab the Haggis. Take him to the minigame. Now I can't, if I warp out during this little cutscene here, it actually like breaks the game and soft locks you. But if you just wait until this timer goes away, we can just warp out of the minigame and that considers it played. So huge. Now here's the big skips. We're going to skip 2 bosses at once here. Go up these trees. Blast forward onto this invisible floor. Go this way. Then go up this mountain. Once I hit the peak of this white mountain here, go the other way. Oh, I messed up. Try again, try again. Go up the mountain. Once I hit the top, go down this way, and then we're out. And that's it. Bessie. Oh, wait. I split a little early. That's okay. I want to split as soon as I get to the Bessie cutscene. Great cutscene. So now we're gonna have tea with Bessie. They make you think it's a boss fight, but no, you're just having tea. I'm gonna blast beats my way through this dialogue. After 2 sips, of course. Alright. Now this is gonna put us in Area 2. We cannot skip the bosses of Area 2. I have tried very, very hard to do so, and it seems there is no possible way. That's okay. You know, I'm not trying to remove the entire gameplay from this game. Skip this cutscene by... Nope, never mind. I failed the cutscene skip. It's alright. Gonna go up here. Go around this. All the way up here to go around the invisible wall and then go back down. And now we're out of bounds. So we're gonna go circle around these cliffs here. This skips some sections where you have to burn some trees down, and also like you have to talk to some guy. We can skip right past that. We're gonna go along the edge of this because it's faster than going on the top of it. Sorry about the camera. Skip past the boulders. Okay. Continuing along the edge of the mountain. Now we have to go up here because there's a visible wall. And then we'll go back down and get back inbounds right here. And we're in. We're going to grab this rest point because we will be warping back to that rest point later. We have to fight the men from Carlisle. I have tried so many times to get around the men from Carlisle, but you cannot. Carlisle.
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 You.
You are hard locked into this fight. So you have to put the fire out.
Carlisle.
And then I can kill the guys with water if for some reason that kills them.
Carlisle.
Gotta keep the cursor moving because the thing stops shooting if you don't move. It's kind of weird. Carlisle.
Carlisle. Carlisle.
Okay. Well, I don't need coins actually. My old route needed coins. I don't need coins anymore. We don't buy anything. There's a weird skip here that I don't know how it works, but sometimes, it's happened twice now, when I run through this loading zone, it just puts me at a boss fight that it shouldn't put me at. So we'll see. No, didn't happen. I don't know how it works. Yo, what up, CMO? I couldn't get the thing working, but I was saying before, I don't mind using real game time because there's ways to skip cutscenes that I think are interesting. So I like there being value in that. But I do appreciate the effort.
Carlisle.
I don't need to put fire on this anymore. I just go up here. It's way faster. Okay.
Carlisle.
Run through here. Carlisle. Oh yeah, you missed. I found a way to skip the very first boss, so now we don't do any bosses in the first area. We skip the twins and we skip Ethel. This is the first boss of the game right here. He's gonna call his little Carlisle men. I'm gonna fight him at the door. Then you just gotta wait for him to spawn a fire mosquito. Alright, he's summoning the mosquito. Spit fire on him with the mosquito. And then attack his ass right here. And you gotta do this twice. He's gonna call his little Carlisle boys. Careful, it's a Carlisle boys over there. Alright. Then we just wait for him to summon the mosquito one more time, and then we're done with this section of the fight. When the giant sinks in the quicksand, I'm going to split there. Alright, so now, even though we are kicking his ass, Judero runs away. And we have to do a chase section.
You better run, Judero.
Maneuver around the fences. Carlisle! To the water thing. Put the fire out. Grab this mosquito. Getting caught on fire is pretty bad because you run slower. But, okay. Split. We got the giant. Whoop! Whoop! Alright. And we're off to the Fire Lady boss. So I'm just gonna go around these trees by going up the hill here. Grab this water, because there's no way around this fire. It's an invisible wall unless you put it out. run up the mountain, and we will fight Fire Lady up here. This fight can go very well or somewhat well, depending on, I guess, luck. I don't know. If I get caught on fire, it's not good. Yeah, it's hard to avoid the fire. So I can't attack as fast because I'm constantly like going, oh! But we're just going to keep bullying her and ignore the fire. Okay. Split there. Weep. Weep. Okay. So killing those two bosses spawns the next boss to exist. And we need him to exist in order to spawn the loading zone to leave this area. So it's pretty hard lockdown. Luckily, I can avoid this boss. I can avoid even summoning his first phase. I can go straight into the third phase with just the right kind of maneuvering. So if I just go like up and around, he never does his cutscene and he never starts the first phase, which means the music never plays. It's very awkward. But we go right here to start the third phase. So there's no way to skip the third phase. I've tried. But no music, just fighting these guys. Alright. Now I'm going to put Judero where he needs to be for the end of this fight. Over here. Wait for these guys to go into the water. Goodbye. Then the weird guy's like, no! And he tries to fight me himself, but he's... We can kill him in 3 hits, and then this section's over. And okay. Now we do the map section. I've tried so many times to find any amount of skips for this. I did find a way to get out of bounds and go to the end of this from out of bounds, but I think it's slower than just doing it normally. So we're just gonna do it normally. This is a nice time to just relax to nice music, nice vibes. Think about life for a while. The hearts don't matter. The hearts, interestingly, become projectiles later. Depending on how many you collect here is how many you have later. It's kind of cool. But the section later where you need the hearts, you don't actually need the hearts. There's no way to win that section. You just play until you lose. So you just try to lose as fast as possible to get through that section. So a neat idea, but useless. I don't mind it though. Okay.
I found my way
That was
between
Mab.
hope and hopelessness. The correct path only known once walked. Each footstep judged by God and I. Though I am a harsher judge.
Long
than she.
cutscene here, but that's okay. We get to see our
At
ape friend at
journey's
the end of it.
a truth unfolds. That I had chosen all my guests. Our parents, friends, and lovers too had chosen us.
I'll show a little
Kindness I
cat
neither
camera
did,
while this is
nor
happening.
Did not deserve. Now the endless sea, a sea not unnavigable, haunted by waning ghosts of love, whose lips and flesh never met. I have lost count of how many days I have been at sea. As I sail through the kingdom of want, I am becoming more focused on my goal to defeat the King of Beasts and conquer the Glass Mountain. The hallucinations have been getting more frequent and vivid. Thankfully though, my talking ape friend has been keeping me sane.
Alright, now we're on the ocean. Take a rest here because we're going to warp back to it later. I don't know. I'm so used to going for coins. We don't need coins in this run at all. Get this speed boost. Oh, I hit the island. Oh, that's bad. Oopsies. So now we're sailing to the Ghost Island, where we have to fight the Ghost Kids. There's a great skip here. I'm just going to sail up to the edge and run up the side of the island. And while it's showing the island's name, you can see Judero is still running. And he's going to run right into the loading zone. Right there. And right to the end of that island, the island's a long section of carrying urns up a hill and fighting some stuff and whatever. We can just skip all of that and go right into the boss. It's the worst boss of the game by far. I hate this boss, but you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Because these bosses are not skippable either. You have to kill both of the ocean bosses to spawn the last island, which is needed to then, you know, move on with the game. I hate this boss. Please. Okay, we got 1 hit out of 3. Now there's gonna be 2 kids. One of them shoots hands at you. After 14 hands, the fire kid will finally shoot fire again. So then we can do the second hit. Can't breathe. You have to hit the fireball so much earlier than it looks. Okay. Now there's gonna be 3 kids. The third kid's the worst kid. This little Edgar Allan Poe kid summons crows. And they just, like, are super annoying. So you just gotta wait a ton of time, and then the fire kid will shoot fireballs again. I really gotta keep running forward to avoid the crows. But the vibes are good. So at least there's that. Okay. We missed our chance. Alright, we have to talk to him, and then that's it. Boom. Ghost kids are done. Warp back to the starting island. Take our boat, and we're off. To the Forest Goddess Island. Oh, yeah, the speed route's over there, I forgot. Oopsies. Well, room for improvement for next time. So that's a town right there. We're gonna skip the town. I missed 2 speed boosters. It's pretty sad, actually. Alright, here's the island we need. Grab this rest, because we're going to have to warp back to it. Pretty much the only rests that we grab are ones that we have to warp to, because it's really slow to rest. And we shouldn't be dying in this speedrun, so we don't need the rest points anyway. But being able to warp to them is super, super nice. And alright, coming up on the Plant Goddess boss. And for anyone watching on YouTube, little warning coming up. We have some nudity. This man's going to be hanging some dong. The goddess has a champion that we fight, and he's a dong hanger. So here she is. Now she summons her champion out of her hand. They're having a good time, but I'm here to kill their vibe. So you have to destroy all these like symbols that appear on the edges of on the corners, I mean, of the shape. So right now it's a triangle, next it's like a pentagram, and then I don't know what the last shape's called.
The forest shall heal you. Burgeon, germinate, grow. Flourish, my child, shall claim your love.
It's not a bad boss fight. A little long,
Venus is in first house, my dear.
but at least I'm always doing something. It feels a lot better than the ghost kids.
I, beloved, shall claim your love. Venus is in first house, my dear.
And I like when she says Venus is in first house, my dear.
Venus is in first house, my dear.
She said it again.
The forest shall heal you. Burgeon, germinate, grow. Tremulous.
All right, we're getting there.
Venus is in first house, my dear. Flourish, my triumph. Tremulous. Flourish, my triumph. Venus is in first house, my dear. Unimaginable. Flourish, my triumph. Blossoms.
Okay,
I am living for the very last time.
goddess is killed.
Veil over me, my beautiful
So now the island will spawn that we need.
cast aside is the journey.
And as soon as this goes away, I'm gonna warp out of here.
The path to the great serpent is beginning to open.
Right to where our boat is. Sail to the last island that now exists. And if we're lucky, the talking ape will tell us his poem. If we're lucky, he'll remember the poem.
Hey, I just remembered a poem.
He just remembered a poem.
A kiss, my angel, and my life creates verse. A secret room of lost matronymics play my pulse. And there, in the middle, your gleaming thought. My magic, my art, my love, my light. In solstice winds my anguish rests. My heart there like a crushing stone that waits and waits for harvest.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're here. I need to grab this because we're going to warp to it to skip a minigame. We have minigame skips now. Very happy about it. Alright, so this will trigger the minigame for the little fire mosquito. It was so simple all along. All I had to do was warp out of the minigame and it's over. So and that counts as playing the minigame. Those minigames are required because of this item right here that is also required, which allows you to summon any creature that you've done a minigame with. I don't know why that's the criteria, but that's what it takes to summon a creature, is you have to play a minigame with them. So now we will summon the mosquito to burn these trees. And we're in. Alright, this maze is easy except for one part right here in the beginning with these freaking habitrots, my least favorite enemies in the game. They're going to push me in the water. Like that. Oh my god, every single time I cannot get around that guy. One day, we'll get around that guy. Alright, summon a mosquito. Then we just navigate the maze to the end, doing pretty much just standard, like, intended strats. You have to kill these piles of eggs to delete webs. There was a large section of that in the beginning that we skipped, but we'll be seeing more webs throughout the run. They love to make you go past webs. Coming up on another mosquito summon to burn some trees. Oops, wrong thing. Go up this little bridge, whoop, and then to the left. All right. Coming up to the last boss, really. There's a lot more game left, but this is the last, like, true boss, the dragon. He's going to tell us some philosophical stuff about how good it is and how bad it is to have a soul.
The world is deep, and perception of this depth is our woe and torment. Do I dream to be a shrew, undeserving of a soul? Do I dream to be unborn? Yet the soul permits such wild imaginings, beauty beyond compare. Crisp, morn rose, nor soft duckling down compare with the wonders of the soul. Yet there is never a rose without a thorn.
So true, dude.
There is ne'er fire that doth not burn and yearn to dance without restraint. Come, let me relieve your soul from its thorns.
Alright, this boss is pretty annoying. You have to wait till he put his head down. And when his head is down, you can hit it to fill up the little green bar above his head. If we were good, we could have maybe filled it there, but I got hit, so we weren't good. When you fill up the green bar, his mouth is going to hang open. And then you can summon a bug, or possess a bug, and give him the old bug in the mouth disease. And you gotta do this 3 times. The bug will travel down his mouth filled with bones until it eats some kind of organ thing. If you hit the bones with the bug 3 times, the bug dies. I tested that to find out what happens because I was like, Every time I get hit by bones, nothing happens. Does it really matter to dodge the bones? Yes, it does. The best move the dragon can do is the move where he summons like fire spikes instead of the rings. The rings, he doesn't keep his head down very long. Sometimes it's long enough though. Hopefully right now. Yes, okay. Possess the bug. And we do the bug number 2. I love that the music slows down when you're in the bug mouth thing. And I appreciate that the bug gets faster each time, so it's like, ooh, it's harder to dodge the bones, but really it's just like, okay, we can get through this quicker. One more bug in mouth. Kill these mosquitoes. They're harsh in my vibe. Okay, he's doing the good move. We can always get him during this move. Okay, possess bug. Okay, final bug. I could split right there. I feel like I'll split once I'm being loaded out of this room. Alright. Dragon is over. That somehow makes us appear on this island, which of course is the portal to heaven. Get these guys to start singing. And then we will pole dance our way into heaven. The next section is the second map section, which is the section I just try to lose as fast as possible because you kind of have to lose anyway. So it's like one of these kind of shooters, a shmup, using the hearts we collected earlier, but I just want to get hurt. Okay, now we're dead. Mab has been defeated, unfortunately. It's very sad. We love Mab, okay? But don't worry, because look at the next split. The next split is save Mab. We're going to save Mab. Don't you worry. Alright, wave goodbye to our ape friend.
O heart, go here, how thin and clear, and thinner, clearer.
Another one of these long Judero talking to himself cutscenes. So I'm gonna take more water.
The horns of Elfland faintly blowing.
This is the kind of stuff you say when you're walking into heaven, so I get it.
Blow bugles, answer echoes, dying, dying, dying. O love, they die in yon rich sky. They faint on hill or field or river. Our echoes roll from soul to soul.
This game talks about how there's like different levels of heaven. Maybe this is Celtic folklore.
Blow, bugle, blow,
so the first level is like this elf world, and then like the third level of heaven or something is the glass mountain.
Answer, dying,
that's where we're trying to get to, the glass mountain.
Dying.
So we're gonna grab this rest, because this is gonna be helping us skip 2 different minigames. Talk to the gargoyle.
Judero, greetings. Us gargoyles.
Gargoyle is our homie, we love the gargoyle.
We drain the water. We have structural.
They have structural benefits,
but
and they ward off negative forces.
we ward off negative forces. You can possess me if you like. Animate these bricks and mortar, and block me where you see fit.
I will. Alright, so we're gonna plonk this guy where we see fit, which is right here to trigger his minigame, which means we can summon him later, which we need to do. So as soon as his minigame starts, we're gonna warp out of it. And on to another minigame back to back. Another required little guy.
Well, what am I then?
Right here, the bug. Skip that minigame and we're good to go. Now, at this point in the game, you have to collect these 4 triangle pieces to open this gate. But we don't have to do that because we can just skip the gate. It's very easy to skip. You just run up here and you're around it. So there you go. That's gate skip. That was the first major skip that I was able to find in this game, and it was very exciting. So this is like the elf town or something, but we're just gonna go right into the dungeon to save Mab. If we summon this guy, he just goes through the wall, so we can open that door, go through. I used to buy like a fireball to do that, but we don't need it anymore because I realized I could just send the haggis through the wall. Thank you, haggis. Alright, here's a bunch of rooms with switches in them for the gargoyle. Okay. Gargoyle will ward off the negative forces here. And this is the longest and scariest room of this. Summon the bug to get through the webs. Only bug can go through webs, naturally. Bug will kill these eggs, which deletes web. But now we're going to do a little thing where we summon the gargoyle, because we want to trap this guy in the corner, because he will instant kill us if he touches us. So we kind of just want to trap him in the corner. It only takes 2 of them, if you did it right. So now he can't get out. Summon the bug. Bug will eat the eggs. Delete the webs. And we're good to go. That's the hardest dungeon room, and it is done. One more dungeon room. We will once again summon the gargoyles to trap this guy. We'll trap him right here. You want to do it quickly because you don't want to use too much of your blue power because we need it for the end of the game. Alright, and here's Mab. The door slowly opens. And we saved Mab. And we're on the last split, the Glass Mountain.
I am ready.
A beautiful auto-scroller. We're just going to head towards the Glass Mountain, where we will end our journey. So one more water break. Thank you, Mab. Alright, Mab's gonna drop us off. We're gonna say our tearful goodbyes again to Mab.
We will.
And I'm gonna run up these little hills here, because I can touch the bottom of like a death plane basically and warp up there. And we're just gonna climb the mountain. It's pretty rough, but we're gonna do it. Oh, we looking at sub 50. Skipping that boss is... Oh, fuck. Okay, well, let's not mess it up. Okay, here. Summon the bug. This is using the last of our blue. Thankfully, we have enough. Kill that. The web disappears and we can go through. Take a good look at the mountain. He's toast. We're coming for him. So I guess like the mountain is evil and like is causing all the strife in the world. So we want to stop it from doing that. Alright, this part is a weird required rest. The only rest we do that we don't warp back to, because the hand is going to come in and destroy this wall. And then the camera doesn't turn for the next section until you rest. I don't know why. So we have to rest there. Because Judero needs a rest, honestly. Go down here. Summon mosquito. Alright, kill those. Climb back up. Don't get hit by boulders, it's pretty bad if you do. They like completely knock you off. Alright, avoid the crows. The crows will make me fall too. Oh, come on. Okay. We're falling apart at the end here. Sometimes these lightning things hit you too. That's what's happening right now. So I'm getting hit by lightning and knocked into the crows. Are you serious? Well, this is pretty bad. Sub 45 might have been ruined by that, but it's gonna be okay. Alright, this part you can kind of skip to down here. So the hand's gonna keep coming in and hitting you, but I can just make it so it's only gonna happen once. Hit that wall, and now we're good to go to the end. Maybe we can still get our sub 45. There we go. So now, one little section left. Where they make you, like, play as all your summons again. It's very short. It can go very well or very not well. Depending on if you get, like, in a bad, like, wind cycle or whatever. He, like, is constantly blowing wind at you during this end section. So Judero's gonna die here. So I guess that means we lose. It's over. That's what you thought. Judero has the power to possess things. We already know that, okay? So his ghost is not done. So I can move before the camera. So we're gonna take the Haggis. Haggis is gonna be our hero. We want the Haggis to get lit on fire by the mosquito. Okay, the Haggis is now on fire. Oh, I see the wind cycle got me. You have to wait for the wind. So now I have to possess the bug. The Haggis is gonna try to eat the bug. Yep. I'm getting pretty bad luck here. So I need to wait for another bug to spawn. Alright, the bug will take care of that. Now we summon the Haggis again. The Haggis is on fire, so he'll light the trees on fire. And, oh, we were so close to time, but the wind got us. We'll still get sub 45. Time. Okay. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I didn't hit time, I hit reset. Either way, we can see our end time is 44:42. Yo, Gumv, what up? Welcome in. We just finished our best run of Judero using new skips that I found last night. Very excited. And that could have been better too, but we got sub 45. Very happy about that. Yeah, sub 44, 100% possible. I really flubbed the mountain section. I didn't get to get my last split time because I accidentally hit reset instead of just pause timer. Or like split, whatever. Which is unfortunate, but we can still see our end time is 44:42. So we'll enjoy the last cutscene. Yeah, in-game time's gonna be like nothing. For anyone watching again, you know, if I upload this to YouTube or something, there is, you know, another dong warning. That man will be hanging dong again on screen. If you don't want to see that kind of thing, avert your eyes. I already didn't warn you about the titties that just showed up earlier, so... Okay, there he is. Jack Spinoza can only dream. This is dedicated to Jack and Talia. Damn! Yo, what up, Robin? Welcome in. Dong it up. There's the giant. I guess he's friendly now. Everyone's friendly now because Judero is now the mountain, okay? He decides if things are going to be bad or
So
good.
the mountain weaved a different spell.
The mountain's now weaving a different
Something more
spell.
intricate than conflict.
So naturally,
Instead of
Bessie and
dissension,
Rumpelstiltskin are in love
there
now.
was coherence and consistency. Judero replaced the complicated textures of tension with the deeper qualities
We never
of
saw that boss.
reconciliation. Very soon, the sea of consciousness was brimming with meaning again, and all was forgiven.
Forgiven.
Those that witnessed the change
We didn't see
lived
that boss
out
either,
the rest
Ethel,
of their lives
who is now
in
living
peace
peacefully with her child
and happiness,
and her mother, I
steady
guess.
in the mountain song.
Thank you, Judero Mountain. And that's it. You can hear the haggis still. I'm like hitting the attack button as the haggis I played as at the end of the game. Alright, and here's the credits. I love this game. It's super weird. It's like grotesquely ugly but also beautiful at the same time. I really love stop motion animation. I think it's really cool that they did that. I love he's showing all these little things in his workshop now. All these characters we encountered throughout the game. It's a beautiful project. And I'm happy to speedrun it and look for things. Thank you, Talha and Jack, for making such a beautiful thing.
Scotland must be pure, England must be pure.